Hello, can anybody hear me? Lovely, thank you. I will start the video now then. Sorry, I've had loads and loads of technical problems this morning. As you can see, we're at Heathrow Terminal 2. And this was done in May. This driving was done in May. This is the only way I can do it. I'm not actually sure if I'm legal to do it the other way, even if someone's in the car with me, because it's the screen being on the dashboard. I don't know. I'll have to check that one out before I do a proper live stream, but this way I can do it on my own. Yeah, so we're leaving Heathrow, and the time and date and everything down the bottom of the screen there is correct. It's just coming up to 8:15, and you will see what it's like going into London in rush hour. I don't know what's going wrong with this OBS thing, but there should be messages. Your messages that are popping up should be coming up on the screen, and they're not. I've been having technical problems with it all morning trying to sort it out, but it obviously still isn't working. It's so weird doing this because I can't hear a thing, not even the car, not even the going under the tunnel here or anything. So I seriously have to go back to school and work on this. Yeah, and I've done, Auntie Trev, by the way, I've done loads of tests and everything else, and as soon as I come away from the computer, I leave it on, leave all the settings as they were, I go back to test it again, and all the settings have changed. They've all gone. And I don't know how you know, it works perfectly, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work perfectly. It's very frustrating. On my screen I can see little boxes and everything else where your comments are supposed to be on the screen, so when it comes out as a normal video your comments will be on the screen. Anyhow, I'll try and talk you through this as we are going on to this roundabout here. There's a lot of people that get it wrong. And it's quite well signposted, but people still get it wrong. Yeah, we will be heading into London. And I'll give you some clues later on about why who we're looking out for. We're looking for 2 addresses, 3 really, but 2 main ones of a murder and a mystery, which, well, is a murder as well really, but it classes as a mystery for me anyhow. So look at that car over to the right. Yeah. It's so weird watching this without any sound whatsoever that's coming through my side, so I have no idea what's going on. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Elizabeth. Yes, the M25. Yes, indeed. But we're not going on the M25. We're going on the M4 back into London. And remember, this is rush hour traffic, so there will be a lot of hanging around and me going literally nowhere. So as you can see here, I always go out to the middle lane when I see a junction like this, because I know that the people in the inside lane here, or lane 2 as we're looking at it now, will be cutting in, and it's really dangerous. Hiya Aaron, you alright? Just to confirm, you guys can hear the car, can't you? It's not just me you can hear. You can hear the car. Thank you, Auntie Trev. and there's no feedback coming from the mic or anything like that. So this is what you get going into London at 8:20 in the morning from the M4, or virtually every motorway that leads into London. Basically, this is what it's like. Rush hour before you even got into London. No, not Whitechapel. I am clicking on my mouse, yeah, to try and actually get the messages up on the screen. Failing miserably, I'm afraid. I can't believe this. This was working perfectly half an hour ago, and now it's doing nothing as we're watching this professional driver come down the hard shoulder, followed by another one. I know we're quite close to the slip road, but it shouldn't make any difference, should it? Yeah, Burke and a Merc. And these guys, this is a service station that they're coming off at here. Some of them actually go up that lane and then come straight back down the other side just to get a few cars in front. Now you won't miss anything from the front camera because I do it this way. You can actually see what's behind me as well, so you'll get to see the professional driver like that, you know, putting his hazards on. Yes, you are a hazard driving down the hard shoulder. Yeah, I've got no words for him really.
Entering average speed check zone.
No, we're not going to the BMW Indicator Museum. I didn't even know that existed. No, we're not going that far. We're not going to the Mad Mile. See that car, that professional driver using the hard shoulder again? That was the same one that went off at the last slip road to go back into the services to get there in front using the hard shoulder again. Yeah, as you can see, I've got this great big lorry coming up. Another professional driver using the hard shoulder. Again, he went up the slip road to come back down again using the hard shoulder. I'm not letting this lorry out because the guy behind me has left a nice big gap for him to get into. And it stops me from from not going anywhere, basically. And I'll go to the rear camera in a second, and you'll see there was no problem me doing that. No, we're not going off to the Horse Guards. We are going to we're going to 3 locations, but 2 locations that you're really looking out for. One murder scene, one murder house, and one house where, as we see, another professional driver go down the hard shoulder. And the other one is a mystery house where, although we don't know it's a murder, it now is declared a murder. Obviously, because we can't find the person that was there. I don't want to give too many clues away too quickly. This, by the way, probably lasts about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half. So we got some time on our hands. The last time I did one of these, all I said, look at this Audi, by the way. Yep, here it comes. Always an Audi. There he goes. He's been using that self-entitled wax again. No, not the Tower of London. A little bit closer. No, I haven't had a chance to see the video yet, Michelle. I know you've emailed me, but I haven't even opened the emails yet. I've been pulling my hair out trying to get this to work, and it still hasn't worked. Not the way I want it to, anyway. No, we're not off to Hampton Court. Yes, and as I was saying, the last time I did one of them, all I said was, we're off to Feltham near Heathrow. And someone come back and said, Freddie Mercury, straight away. And it's like, really? How the hell did you get it from that? And it was. We were off to Freddie Mercury's house. But, yes, I'm going to leave it a little while because we got a good hour sitting in traffic and being frustrated by idiots on the road and stuff like that. And then I will give you some clues. I haven't done a lot of research into this, by the way. So it's not going to be great, but we're looking at the driving really, I guess, and the places where we're going. Remember, we started off at Heathrow Terminal 2, and we are only driving probably about 18 miles-ish, and it takes nearly an hour and a half. Now this thing that I'm using here is called Ninja Chat, or Chat Ninja I should say. There's my dyslexia coming out. Chat Ninja, which obviously doesn't work very well. And it worked perfectly 10 minutes ago while I was testing and testing and testing, and now nothing is happening. My messages seem to have stopped completely as well now. I'm doing really well at this, aren't I? How many miles am I racking up a week? I probably do maybe 150 to 200 miles a day. It just depends how many days I work, really. So yeah, quite a few, but not as many as some of the other private hire drivers do. They do double what I do, literally double. Yeah, when did driving on hard shoulder become a thing? Yeah, when professional drivers are about, anything is possible. And definitely Audis are a different breed. Yeah, absolutely useless driver inside. Always an Audi. I've got my messages back, by the way. No, we're not going there, Ray. No, no, we're not related, me and Road Morons, but he's funny. I do like him, though. I do like the channel. Mike, we're not going there. I don't know where that is. Ooh. Trying to catch up with your messages here. It's all gone Pete Tong on my side. Every time I do one of these on the computer, for some reason they've changed the layout, the updates and all that sort of stuff. And it just, my brain can't handle it, I'm afraid. I need someone to set it up for me and then leave it. That's it. And it don't move. But every time I go onto it, there's a bloody update that takes off all my settings. Now I will start giving some clues out fairly shortly. Yeah, the ninja chat thing is I just found it on YouTube a little while back, and the guy runs through it so quickly. You have to keep pausing the video and then doing it on your OBS thing and going back and forth, and just because they know what they're doing, no one else does. You know, you sort of like slow down a bit, try and, you know, do it like someone's never touched a computer before in their life. But like I say, I had it working fine a few minutes ago. That's why I had to delay it as well to double check that it was working. It was working fine, and now it's not. No, we're not going off the Bracknell mark. So we've got two people we're looking out for. Yeah, he's the Michelle. He's the taxi version of me, I guess. I'm the private hire guy. I haven't done the knowledge. So the first person we're looking for, and please do not Google. We can all do Google. Just try and figure it out yourself. If you don't know, you don't know. Right, the first person that we're looking out for was born on the 9th of November 1961. No, not Fred West. And the second person we're looking for, we're doing both at the same time, which is kind of weird because they were born on the 3rd of May 1961 as well. So just a few months difference between them. And not that far away from where they both actually, well, were murdered. Yes, they're both dead. Now, what do I do if someone comes up with the correct answer? Do I say, yeah, you've got it, and we just carry on? Or do I not say anything and we just carry on? So that the others can actually... No, not the craze. Hello, Lindsay. Hope you're okay. Well, Auntie Trev, the thing is, the murderers have never been caught. Yep, they're both unsolved. And there is a third address that we're going to, but we'll sort that one out when we finish with the first two. No, it's not Jack the Ripper. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Lindsay. Thank you. I do have to promote our Lindsay's got a new dashcam channel out herself, and I will promote it properly in a another video and show you the links and all that sort of stuff. But you can see her in the message section there. Follow her, give her a little sub. So, no one's answered yet. What do I do if someone comes up with the correct answer? Do I just say, yes, you're the first one to be correct? Well, two people so far have come up with the correct answer. Elizabeth, she was the first one to come up with the correct answer for the first victim. And Gary was not far behind. Yes, Michelle? Yeah, okay, you're all there now. Yeah, the first person we're looking for was Jill Dando. And now you should actually work out where we're going. Where she was actually murdered, on her front doorstep. I was going to go through and say that she was born in Weston-super-Mare and all this sort of stuff, but you guys are all too bloody clever. And yes, Steve, well done, we are going to Fulham. Yeah, this traffic is like this all the time, especially at this time in the morning. You've got no chance of getting anywhere. A lot of people get the up with me blaming Sadiq Khan, but he's got a big part to play in this, and so have all the local councils. They're all numpties. Yeah, and a little bit further up here, it obviously goes into 2 lanes as well, which doesn't help. Well, what should have Khan done differently? Well, he can open up side roads. Where I live, you're not allowed to go down side roads. He keeps everything on the main road. If you go through Wandsworth and Fulham and places like that, at certain times of the day, you're not allowed to use any side roads and all of that sort of stuff. So everyone's on the main road. It doesn't make no sense at all. So obviously there's going to be a lot more traffic. If no one can use all the roads, you know, and being a private hire driver, the customer expects you to be dropping them off at their house, and you can't do that because you'll get a fine going down that road because you're not a resident down that road and you haven't got a permit on your car. And they say, well, if you, when you get the fine through, send an email with the job reference number and all that sort of stuff on it, and you'll get, you know, the fine will be squashed. And it's sort of like, I've got time to do that, have I? Every time I go down that road, I've got to do that sort of nonsense. It's crazy. Well, actually, not only did they arrest him, Michelle, they actually sentenced him, and then he got off on appeal. George, someone, I can't remember his name now. Yeah, he got let out on appeal. I think he'd done a couple of years or something. Someone else would probably let us know that. Yeah, I'm sure he actually did some time, and they actually released him on appeal. But it does remain unsolved. She was looking into a lot of things as well. A lot of people say the conspiracy theories are always out there, obviously, and a lot of people think that she was investigating the Jimmy Savile, because it was back then, and you know, he was a powerful man, Jimmy Savile. He got away with everything he was doing for, well, he never ever got caught, did he? Yeah, I think, well, the guy that was actually stalking her, or the guy that did a couple of years, I'm sure he did a couple of years. He wasn't quite the full ticket, I don't think. So he was an easy nick, you know. Exactly, Mark. There was a lot of them. Maybe even Rolf Harris was in there and all. Oh, I could have used that one, couldn't I? Have you figured out what it is yet? Oh no. So over to the left hand side is one of these showrooms that I don't like. I really don't like. See this car showroom on the left hand side? Yeah, my favourite, that one. Indeed. Yeah, Barry George. I knew it was George something. Yeah, you see that? You got an Audi followed by a Mercedes. Oh, what a place, eh? Mark, there's nothing wrong with Kias, alright? There's nothing wrong with Kias. So over to our right hand side is Brentford, where the yeah, they got a football team apparently over there. And we're coming into Chiswick in a little while. Yeah, the bees. That's the one. That's the one, Mark. But me being a Fulham fan, no, not bird of a feather. No, Perryvale is sort of like over to the left of us, Auntie Trev. They're that's down the A40. We're on the M4 A4. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how West Ham get on without Moisey there. I think it's one of them. Be careful what you wish for. Out Pompey. I like Pompey. They got some great fans, great atmosphere when you when you see them play. I could be. I'm still waiting for Audi to actually give me one of their cars to do a review on. Now, when I get a dash cam to review and all that sort of stuff, I get to keep the dash cam. So yeah, that'd be quite cool. Because I do like Audis, by the way. I really do like the cars. It's just the drivers I'm not that keen on. Now my car's an electric, so it's automatic. There's no gears. There's no engine even. It's just a motor in the front there. It's quite light at the front of the car, which all the weight is in the middle of the car where the battery is. The front of the car is quite light, and it's a front wheel drive, so when it is actually a bit wet on the floor, sometimes it does slip. It does slip a little bit, which is a bit of a down part of the having an electric car. The Kia e-Niro, that is. Anyway, I don't know how any other electric cars are, but my one is it has wheel spinned a little bit from the front, and you know that I'm not a boy racer or anything.
Red light camera ahead.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't make electric cars four-wheel drive. You would think it'd be quite easy, but there you go. Oh my god, did you hear that? Yes, I just been to the toilet. Oh, I shouldn't have flushed, should I? I'm in a room that's quite a long way from it. Oh, you can probably tell I've been drinking as well, because I can do it on my computer. I've had a couple of beers, to say the least. Oh no, this mic is that sensitive, is it? Shit. No, it was only a number 1. It wasn't a 2. It's a good job I don't get embarrassed that easy, innit? Flushing the loo while I'm live streaming. Oh, I'm so professional. So no one's had a guess at number 2 yet. Number 2 person. Well, so far, number 2, the only thing that I've given you so far is that she was born, it's a she, on the 3rd of May, 1961. No, it's not Croydon, not that far. Obviously, we're going to Fulham, as that's already come up on the messages. And this one was literally less than a mile away from where Jill Dando was killed. So, obviously, in Fulham, again. Fulham is quite a posh area, by the way. It's where I'm from. No, it's not JFK. So we're on the A4 at the moment, and we will soon be coming into Hammersmith. No, nothing to do with the Ripper. No, not Lee Rigby. It is a woman we're looking for. Yes, well done, Steve. You're on the right track. Lindsay, your mum will know this. If she doesn't, I don't know where she's been. Now, this happened in the 80s. Auntie Trev, well done. That's the winner. Sort of. Anyway, you almost got it right. It is actually Susie. Yep, close enough spellings and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, Susie Lampu. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. Yeah, the estate agent that went missing from Fulham. And nobody knows where she went. She just disappeared and she's never been found. And she was officially declared dead in 1993. She went missing in the 80s. In 1986, she went missing. And I had a few more clues for her as well, but obviously you were too good. Obviously, Mr. Kipper was going to come out because that was the person that she was going to see at the house that he wanted to view, and she was never seen again. So we are coming in to Hammersmith Broadway. Over to our right hand side is Hammersmith Bridge, which is closed for traffic. Again, because Mr. Sadiq Khan will not repair it. He says it's nothing to do with him. Yeah, I thought Hammersmith was in London, but there you go. So we still got a third one to find, but we'll show you the other two sites first. They're not that far away, but traffic wise they are a lot. They are quite far away. Around about 86ish, I think. Well, 86 Susie was, but Jill was a little bit later. She was 1999 when she was shot on her doorstep. And as I say, both unsolved. So that in front of us is Hammersmith Broadway. If we could turn right, you can't because it's a one-way system, is the Hammersmith Apollo, where they do Live at the Apollo. They do the X Factor and all of that sort of nonsense in there. Britain's Got Talent. All the early rounds are in the Apollo, which is to our left hand side. We will go round the roundabout and drive straight past it so you can get a better view of it. But yeah, as I've said previously, this is my old stomping ground. This is where I grew up round here before moving out to leafy Surrey. Yeah, you're not wrong, Mark. Now, because I used to live round here, I know a few little shortcuts around here. So if you were going to go straight to the victims' houses here, you wouldn't go the way that I am going to go here. Because of the traffic is so bad, I do know a little shortcut round the back to get away from it, basically. That's right, she did have an appointment with Mr. Kipper. And I'll get into that in a little while, actually. Yeah, definitely. That's as the pedestrian just runs across the road there. They are quality, aren't they? Yeah, you can't mention Hammersmith without saying bottom. So this is the famous Hammersmith Broadway, and if we were going the correct way, I would be over to the left now to go down Fulham Palace Road. But I can see the traffic is just a nightmare there, so I'm not going to go down Fulham Palace Road. I'm going to go round the side of the Hammersmith Apollo, which used to be called the Hammersmith Odeon when I was a kid. I remember back in the day, it might have been the 80s, might have even been the 70s. My brother took me to see Blondie in Hammersmith Odeon. My first crush, Blondie. Oh, what a woman that was. Oh my God. So all this traffic to my left hand side is in the correct lane that we would have been going in, but I'm not going in that. Now we're going to be looking out for a Royal Mail van in a minute, because it was all over the bloody place. So everyone's jostling for position here and trying to avoid the yellow box junction. And here comes the Royal Mail van. Guess where he wants to go? He wants to go left, believe it or not. Right in front of that coach. There he goes. I'm going the same place. So over to our left is the Hammersmith Apollo that I was just been saying. Above us is the Hammersmith Flyover. And I have got a forklift licence, and I wish I'd jumped out and helped this guy out and showed him how to bloody get that stuff off the truck, to be honest. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, he was doing the 20, yeah. So this little road here cuts out all that traffic on the Fulham Palace Road. We come down here and you'll be able to see Hammersmith Bridge in the distance there, which has been in quite a few TV programmes and films, that has. It's been in James Bond, it's been in Bohemian Rhapsody even, when they said that Freddie looked like a lizard. That was the bridge in the background. Been in The Professionals, it's been in Minder, it's been in all of them sort of things. And it's closed for traffic because Sadiq Khan won't spend any money on it. So we're doing a little sneaky one round the back here. Yeah, I think it's actually probably worse than New York traffic, Michelle. When you go into central London, proper central London, remember we're not even in central London yet, or not in this video. It's terrible. You can't move. So we're going to swing a right here, and we're going to come out literally facing the Charing Cross Hospital over there. You can see it in the distance there on the left hand side, great big building there. But this beats all that traffic down there. Yeah, the first episode of mine that was in Roehampton, a laundromat, just going into the estate there. Yes, it's as yeah, you're right, Simon. It has always been bad London traffic, but it's worse now. Obviously, there's more people and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, but like I say, it doesn't help when you close all these side roads. I'm quite surprised. Well, you just saw back there that I couldn't go straight on because they closed the road, and I had to come down here. I could have gone straight down that road and then out a little bit further up, but no, they stop it. It's not all Sadiq Khan. It's all the councils and all this sort of stuff. It's all about money because they want you to go down there and be fined. So that's Charing Cross Hospital, as it says there on the building right in front of us. And we're just going to turn right here onto Fulham Palace Road. So we cut out a lot of traffic there. Yeah, it does take too long, Paul, to get around nowadays. It didn't when I was a kid. I used to live around here, and you could drive a little bit more. I had a motorbike as well, but yeah, now it's solid whenever you do it, whatever time you do it. Yeah, it's just what everyone needed as a tree in the middle of the road, isn't it, Linz? So this is the guy, yeah, the police car come round us here and no one actually moved over to the left. Indicated left, but he didn't move over. And a little bit further up here, you'll see someone actually turn right on this guy. As he's going past them, they turn right. Ugh, I give up. Yeah, to be honest, Simon, if I don't know, would I still ride a motorbike nowadays, knowing how bad the riders are on the road round here? I don't think I would, and I used to love riding my bike. So we're here. That guy there thinks he's a cyclist, and over to the right hand side in a minute you'll see two cyclists come out of there. They've got a green light at the moment, believe it or not, but dust carts should have waited there for them because they're going straight on. Now they've got a red light, but you know what cyclists are like. Red don't matter to them, does it? But that dustman there should have waited. And look at that, a cyclist almost in the box, waiting at a red light. They certainly do have their own rules. Oh, and let's not forget, everything here is 20 miles an hour. So even if you have got a clear road like I have in front of me here, you've still got to drive like you were in solid traffic, 20 miles an hour. It's an absolute joke. So this is the Fulham Palace Road. A little bit further up here, I'll show you to the right. You go down that road, and there's another football club down there called Fulham, who I support because I used to live round here. I chose my local club to support. And to the left hand side here is my old school. It used to be called Henry Compton. They've changed the name now. And to the right there is the road you go down to Fulham Football Club. Yeah, I think driving at 20 miles an hour does make you pollute more. If you were driving a normal car, that is. So we're going to swing a left here. And I do have to speed it up a little bit further down this road because, as you can see, the roads are tight and a dustman is coming towards me. And he's obviously picking up all the people's bins and I have to pull over and let him go past. But it took ages. It took ages. And then he had a stream of traffic behind him. So I just pull over. But I will speed up the video here. Once I pull over here, right next to my favourite car. The good old Audi. We love an Audi. So this is the road actually that Jill used to live on before she was murdered. And she only just sold the house as well. She sold the house and then she got murdered on her doorstep. So I will get the other camera out and I will show you the front door. She died literally at that front door. Was shot in the head. There's lots of things on YouTube, Netflix, all that sort of stuff about her because it's quite a mystery of what happened. So on to the next, and as I said, it's less than a mile away. And then we get to the third destination. So remember where this road was because we'll be coming back past it on this road here. This road here in front of us is called Munster Road. And we'll be coming straight past it in a little while once we go to where Susie was last seen alive. Well, she's not been seen dead neither. Yeah, that's right. She did do Crime Watch and all of that. So she could have been investigating things that, well, got a little bit too close. And someone had her away. She did look a little bit like Princess Diana. Yeah, you're right. So we're turning right here. Yeah, and Jill Dando was only 37 when she was killed as well. So, yeah, not good. Not good at all. Not that age matters when you're murdered anyway, I guess. Yeah, very similar age to Diana as well. Yeah, you're right. And that's the thing that you know, these two women that were killed just a mile apart, under a mile apart, were born on the same year, about 2 or 3 months apart. So this is Dawes Road that we're driving down now. Get out of the way. Wait there. We're just going to swing a left here. And when we pull up to this house, the weird thing is that she was an estate agent that was sent here. As I go over the top of that roundabout, yeah, it wasn't a lot of room to go round it anyway. Yeah, as we pull up to here, there's a for sale board up as well, but it is the next door neighbour's sale board up. And just over here to the right hand side is where Susie met Mr. Kipper apparently, and was never seen again. As you see, the for sale sign there is the next door neighbours though, and that is the house where she apparently went. Again, there's lots of things on all the channels. There's been documentaries on this girl and all of that sort of stuff. If you YouTube her, you'll find loads of stuff. And yeah, that's her. Now, as we've been speaking about murderers and everything, you're going to see me now murder this 3-point turn. Because I need to go back the other way, and you'll see me murder this 3-point turn. It ends up being about a 5 or 6 or something. I don't know. It's just awful. Not good. But there we go. The roads in Fulham are quite tight. Now, the funny thing is, when Susie disappeared, I used to live not far from here, and I lived with my girlfriend at the time, Sarah, who's now my wife. She had someone follow her home a couple of days after Susie went missing, and Sarah heard footsteps behind her, and she turned around, and the guy was doing something that he shouldn't be doing out in public, and we reported it to the police, and we had the police come round our house and everything else, taking a statement from Sarah, and the description sort of matched what the papers were saying Mr. Kipper looked like as well. So whether it was the same person or not, who knows. But yeah, we know the police were doing their job back then, because they knocked on our door for a statement from her. So we're going off to the third address now, where an absolute beast lived. And we're going to go straight back the way we came. Straight up to Munster Road here. No, I don't think I would buy an Audi, even though I do like them. So we're going to turn left onto Munster Road, or Munster Road. It's Munster Road. So that was the road that Jill met her fate down there. And a little bit further up, it's changed quite a lot since I used to live around here, that's for sure. The shops have, anyway. So we're going to be turning right into a road called Ringmer Avenue. And the roads were like this back in the 80s, by the way, with all these cars parked both sides. You could not park down these roads for love nor money, I tell you. It was always horrible. And just over to the left hand side, as we just pull up here, as we stop and get the other camera out in a second. And we just go to the left. Once I get the camera out, that one there, I used to live there. That's how close I was to all this happening. A right beast used to live there. Yep, that's me, a right beast. I don't know what that bloody kid is doing sitting on me, but yeah, that's me. A lot of people used to say I used to look Chinese. That's me and my dad back in the day. That's back in the 70s when we were at Pontins, when you used to be able to bet on people. I used to get on a donkey and ride around in a horse race round the bloody site, and they used to bet on you. Back in the day, eh? I was useless at it, by the way. I fell off at the first turning. First bend even. Rubbish. We used to have our hair a lot longer back then. That is me, and yeah. Yes, I had an alibi. Anyway, we're coming to the end now. When we get to the end of this road, which will lead on to the Fulham Road here, the titles will come up again. So I'm going to say thanks a lot for watching, guys. Much appreciated. And I've got to see if I can stop this now. So hopefully this will turn out into a normal video shortly. But yeah, the titles will come up any second now, and I'll be saying cheerio. Thanks a lot, guys.